controls of our P-39. Fowler at the controls. Or at least not available in sufficient numbers. So they came to the United States and they said, can you build us a fighter aircraft? North American got the contract, and the Packard Motor Company, once one of the premier motor car manufacturers in the United States, and the only one equipped to deal with the precision tooling required to manufacture under license the Rolls-Royce Merlin engine, ultimately produced the design we now know as the P-51 Mustang. The Bell P-39, on the other hand, was entirely original and unlike anything else that had entered service anywhere in the world. Because of the mid-mounted arrangement of the engine, the propeller is driven through a long set of targeting its adversary. Very well matched with this low altitude, the P-51D was more suited to short supply, and therefore the A-36 was designated for use with the Allison. Again, the same engine employed in the P-39. The disadvantage of the P-39's engine is the same disadvantage that was faced by the P-40, and that is that the aircraft lacked a supercharger. There is an interesting story behind this, and the Lockheed Company is at the heart of it. It looks as though Mr. Spaulding is making an abbreviated flight today. We shall see. I see flaps down, I see gear down. A little bit of dust and he's down safely. Let's see if he puts down. Yes. So he's putting down. Let's have a round of applause for Mr. Spaulding here. In 1942, and then ultimately transitioned to flying the P-51. And of course, from that, it's fascinating to consider flying a unique and distinctive aircraft. Ultimately, starting with the Bell P-39, will go on to fly the Bell X-1 and become the first man to break the sound barrier in 1947. Is by the American Air Forces, was ordered by the British to their design specification as a stopgap. The reinforced wing structure that had been won, they were shot down in droves. Only with increased numbers and the protection afforded by the Mustang and the Thunderbolt was the 8th Air Force able to be successful in its daytime bombing missions right into the heart of the occupied territories of Western Europe. And we hope it finds a place in your heart today. And here is Mr. Ray Fowler returning to our airfield. A round of applause, please, for Mr. Fowler. His successful flight concluded. And once again, our P-51 today flying in loving memory of Mr. Jack Melvin Peterson, in appreciation for his flight today at the Military Aviation Museum. Note too, the intake for the air cooler and the radiator, once again, the Merlin, a liquid-cooled engine. So all of that plumbing has to be concentrated inside of the fuselage with an exhaust and an intake to allow for the engine to be cooled efficiently. them a pop and a little bang. You know, it's not quite the fire-breathing monster of the ME-109, but this is the plane that drove the Messerschmitt Bf-109 and the Focke-Wulf FW-190.